You want I chose the Nigerian Delta oil spill, and the main thing that caught me and why I wanted to talk about this one was because of the fact that it's been 4 years since it actually happened, and that Shell, well, the people in Nigeria are saying only small pilot schemes have been started by Shell, who said they would take over and clean up the whole entire mess, which since 4 years now has passed, and 5 years now actually, and they haven't done anything. So what about it? And it's affected the fishermen, like another person read it, affected the fishermen, it affected farmers. So I just felt, if Oregon could kind of relate to that, because if something like that happened to Oregon, it would have meant, like, something happened to the farmers or fishermen, it would be very devastating to our economy.
Mine was the human rights lawyer in China who was arrested. We had two choices in our class, and originally I was doing the one about the Guantanamo Bay, but once I read this man's story about how he was arrested numerous times, and they said that it was a disappearance. They didn't say they had him, and and his family wasn't informed, and just all this. It was really heartbreaking, and it really caught my attention because it's not fair.
Our class was choosing also between the Guantanamo and this one, but we decided to go with this one because, like, we think about it, and we have the right to Facebooks and all that kind of stuff, and we can say stuff about our government that, like, especially peaceful. We have the right to peacefully start stuff and do that kind of stuff, but he got sent to jail for it, and he was in for, I think, 3 years, and he still hasn't got a trial. He's been treated really badly, like, in the prison, and, like, they keep telling him that he's gonna get an appeal, but he never does. And all he did was send a tweet, and it got him locked up in prison for a really long time. He was trying to get a gathering, because they put him in for illegal gathering and disturbing public orders and calling for merchants without prior notification. So what he did was, on the tweet, he was like, does somebody want to get together and, like, talk about this, kind of like form a group and talk about the government and stuff like that. And so he was just trying to get people together and do stuff like that, and he got put into prison for it.
Husam Salam Muhammad al-Murdefi, anyway, he caught my attention mostly because he was arrested in Iran in December 2001 and has been since held in Guantanamo Bay for apparently no reason. They suspected him of being a terrorist and working with Al-Qaeda, or helping them in indirect ways, but they've never had any proof, and so it's just been in there.
Oh yes, yeah. I learned that there's good in all of us, but it just takes the right motivation to bring out the good in some others.
It's just surprising how many people still out there that are still really good and will keep on going when
nowadays so many people are so greedy.
Yeah, and they just keep going, pursuing, because not even if, like, they send one letter and the excellency, like, denies it or whatnot, it doesn't mean they don't stop trying. They keep sending more and more and more. And that's pretty cool.
And the idea is to eventually get them to realize, oh, well, we have a problem, and obviously so many people think we have the same problem, then there's got to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know how you hear America's land of the free, and, like, it's the land of opportunities, and I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I knew it wasn't the same as here, but I had no idea you could get arrested and jailed for a tweet, like sending a tweet.
Yeah.
Or sending a letter asking for torture to end. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I'm a lot more, I don't take it for granted anymore, of how I live here.
Oh yes, every day I see people who take for granted the free education that they're given here in America, and a lot of opportunities that other people in other countries do not have. Food, clothes on their back, a nice home to live in. We're pretty like, even in poverty, a lot of Americans are still luxurious compared to other people in other countries. And almost nobody realizes that nowadays.
Yeah, and after this, I realized how much we really do take for granted, like the internet, the Facebook, everything. Like, we can say what we want on Facebook or tweet, and, like, sometimes, yeah, people say a lot of mean things and stuff like that. We're taking that for granted, like,
abusing it.
We're just abusing our what we have, because like we have so much more than other people. Like, just to know that just because he looked like a terrorist, they put him in for being a terrorist when they had no proof, nothing, and they're not willing to go back and look at it. And him with the tweet and the oil spills, like, out here we have like everybody who picks up all of our like trash, like work crew and that kind of stuff. Like, people throw their trash out, work crew goes and picks it up. They have nobody like that that's like able to clean up a huge oil spill, and we do. And it's just like we take it all for granted every day.